Welcome to a brand new episode of The Wedding Police. My name is Vanessa and I'm your host. And we're already halfway through the year, guys. So it's only fair that we bring you the top weddings of 2025, the first half. But first, let me introduce my co-host, okay? Starting out with Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas. How are you?
Hi, Vanessa.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, can you tell us quickly what it is that you do?
So I am a fashion stylist,
Okay.
and I also have a clothing brand. So I have a tailoring brand where I make clothes for women, men, just people generally.
I see. So did you make what you're wearing?
Yes, I did.
Of course you did.
Yes.
Of course you did. Very nice. Very nice. Very
Thank you
dapper.
so
Thank you
much.
so much for being here with us
Thank
today.
you so much for having me.
Yes. And I also have Victor here in the studio. Hi, Victor.
Hi, Vanessa.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Tell us what you do.
So I'm a fashion stylist and I own a brand too. It's called Kalu Lagos.
It's called what? Sorry?
Kalu Lagos.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm guessing you're also wearing what you made?
Yes,
Yeah?
definitely.
Okay. I feel like we're matching today.
On point.
I feel like we're matching today.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for being here, Victor.
Yeah, thank you very
so
much.
much.
I'm happy to be here.
Today I am styled by Yemi Shoyemi, so shout outs to her. And I did mention that we will be taking a look at some of the top weddings for the first half of 2025. So we're gonna kick things off with Steve Crown. I'm sure you guys know him, gospel singer, Steve Crown.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna kick things off with Steve Crown and his gorgeous wife, Ruth. So let's take a look at their pre-wedding looks first, and then you let me know, and then we take a look at the trad, okay? So kicking off with the pre-wedding looks, guys, over to you. What do we think? They have 3 looks, so what do we think?
Are you starting with me or with Victor?
I can start with you, so
You should go
Nicholas.
first. You can go first.
First of all, let me know which is your favorite look, and then just rate it, and then you can talk me through all 3 real quick.
I'm gonna give you a 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I mean, just because, it's nice. It looks nice. It looks very coordinated with the color, and I can see a lot of black, so it looks
Yes, there is
it
a lot
looks
of
a
black.
little dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think overall, I think the shots are pretty nice, pretty clean. Yeah.
Can I
think
ask which one's your favorite?
That's a hard pick. I think I'd say the trad, let's say the Igbo trad. So the one with like the green.
With
and
the green
yeah,
and touch of pink.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Victor.
Okay. Just like he said, just like Nicholas said, I like how clean it is. Clean
Yeah.
lines, that's impeccable. But I don't like how dark it is. So my favorite look is also the green color.
Because there's a pop of color.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It has an element of black here and there too, but I like, is that black? That's
Yeah, it has like
stone.
I think it has black in the
Yeah.
beginning. So
the beginning.
yeah.
So
yeah.
it's lovely.
But overall, what would you rate all the pre-wedding
Okay.
looks you've seen so far? 2 as well.
2,
You're the
yeah.
fans?
Yeah, 2.
I think you guys are right. You're spot on with this one. I think it's a 2 for me as well. However, my favorite look is one of the black looks, to be fair. So the one in the middle, where they're both wearing black, I like that because it's a very cohesive look. I'm usually not a fan of like wearing black for like your pre-wedding, because you're right, it is a
Yeah,
bit dark. You can
yeah,
play around with colors and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. But I don't mind it for this because his outfit is really nice and her outfit complements his very well. So yes, I'll go with that outfit for sure. Okay.
Now you said it, the black too, the black that he has.
Is
on
that
it.
you, right?
I think that's like,
I still
that's like the cuts,
stick with my
right?
choice.
You still stick with your green?
Yeah, because I feel like
that's like the cuts. I think that's like the cuts wedding, the black in the middle. So I think that looks nice too because it's coordinated. So I get what you
So
mean.
that's my favorite look.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at some of their trad looks. Yeah. So let's kick off with this one. All right. So this was the first look for trad. So I'm going to ask you, Nicholas, I'm going to start with you first again. So rate his look, then rate her look, and then talk me through both looks real quick.
To be honest, I would rather not rate. I would rather keep my ratings to myself.
Oh, really?
Because I don't want, no. Victor, you go.
Yeah?
You go. I'm running away from this.
Why?
Why? If I'm starting with his,
Yeah.
I can see a few things that could have been done better.
Okay.
The tailoring could be done better. I can see creases on the clothes.
Okay.
Like I would think that, okay, maybe if they forgot to iron it, the photographer could maybe edit it.
Edit it out
and,
to be fair.
just make it look
True.
cleaner.
True.
the situation on the shoulder, I'm not sure what's happening there. I don't know if maybe it's supposed to be like an agbada situation
type feel.
with like, but then I don't know. I feel like maybe if they had incorporated the Ishagu fabric somewhere else and then made the whole thing like the plain fabric and then incorporated the maybe reverse it. So have the Ishagu be the middle and then have the plain
on the shoulder.
Yeah, maybe it will be better. So
I'm
that
trying
it
to mentally
coordinates
picture that now.
with the sleeve detail and it just looks cleaner. But right now it just looks
all over the place. What about
and then
her
I can
look?
see the Christian.
What about her look?
She looks nice. She looks very. She's a beautiful. I mean, no, they both look good. I mean, just because we're here and we're criticizing like fashion and tailoring and all of that, so I have to say the things that I can see that are not exactly, you know. So she looks great. I just wish we didn't have that thing on the skirts. I don't know if it's supposed to. Yeah, if it's supposed to be like a split. I'm not sure what that is.
I think there's a slit there, and then they put the detail. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's what that is,
this is where editing comes in. Like they could have taken something else. I guess maybe they were trying to match what's happening with the sleeve, with the ruffles and all that. But sometimes less is more. Maybe if it was on the end of the dress and then they just kept the bodies, like the skirt part clean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you had to rate this real quick, because you have to, what would you rate this?
God. Hi, and this is people's wedding.
No?
They have these pictures framed. My God.
They have these pictures framed.
Okay. I mean, just because of her, because she's
she is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
She is,
Everything else looks good. Accessorizing. I love the beads on the waist. I love the corals on the neck.
Me. Nicholas.
You see how I'm running away from this?
I see you doing that. That's why I'm bringing you back. So.
I guess I'll give them I'll give them a 2.
A 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Victor, over to you. So talk me through his look real quick. Talk me through her look. And then just tell me what you're going to rate this.
I'm going to start my favorite. Hope I can. I like her look more.
Okay.
Yeah, her look is nice. Her look is really, really nice. The beads on the waist, the colors on the pedal of the dress. I like that. I love that. Even
you like the petals? Because he said to lose the petals. So you're okay with the petals?
Victor, you like the petals?
Yeah, the matching. I love a good matching color.
Okay.
Why I like the petals is because of let's say the train, like her train wasn't there, then that petals will be awful, will look awful there. But because of the train, sure. So it works. I like what she's a beautiful woman too. But his look, man.
So he talked about reversing the fabrics. Are you with him on that? Or you feel like leave it as it is?
Tailoring, I don't think there's anything wrong
it's the tailoring.
The tailoring is cool.
I see.
The tailoring is cool. I feel like the styling could have been better.
Okay.
This is E for effort, F for fit.
E for effort, what? F for what?
F for fit.
That's a nice one. E for effort, F for fit.
E for effort, F for fit. So if you had to rate this, what would you rate this?
Maybe 2.
2 stars.
What does he have on his legs? Like, is that Adidas?
Oh my God, it's true. It looks like it has slides on.
Like, I know how to look at details. That's why that white going on down there is giving me a headache.
Oh wow, he's wearing slides.
You can see now he's
wearing
out.
Slides.
Like, come on. It's like the...
Victor, I had my score initially, but now that you have brought my attention to these slides.
Come on.
I know, right?
I think...
You have just changed my score.
Nicholas was saying something about how will it look when they blow the picture up in the frame.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they should just cut that side out. So I guess it's
better.
I'm sure that's probably not part of the picture, but I guess it's just because...
Okay. No, I think obviously you can see that they're doing a photo shoot and stuff, but it would have been nice for him to be dressed up from head to toe. But I'm still taking my 1 star away from the slides because what the hell?
Yeah, like what is going on? Like,
I'm with you, Vanessa.
There are more beads on his neck or at a chain.
Yeah, it looks a bit scanty, right?
Something. I don't think I don't know if there was a stylist for this, but you see why you need a stylist? This is the proof that you need a stylist. So although it's simple, although it's very simple, and sometimes less is more, like you said. I like how simple it is, but you still need to put some elements of strong some strong styling elements.
Yeah, into
what
this.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I would rate this.
I think a 2. Okay, I think I totally understand where you're coming from. I had it too as well, but then you pointed out the slides and then that...
So it's 1.
He lost a star for that one. I'm with you guys. I agree that there's a tailoring issue here. She's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So shout outs to them. But then I think it's just the tailoring of this that is throwing me off a bit. I think that if this was tailored a lot better, I wouldn't notice all the little things that you guys have pointed out. I probably wouldn't notice that if the tailoring was very clean. So that's as much as I have to say for this look. But they have a second trad look, so let's take a look at that one and see if that's better. So this is her look, and that's his look, right? So, guys, I'm gonna wait for you to rate this first because I've learned from previous shows. So let's talk through. Victor, I'm gonna start with you first. Let's talk through her look, and then you go to his real quick.
So you guys are gonna put me on the stand, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, black, all black, and all black look cannot go wrong like that. I like this. I like it. Even with the staff.
Okay.
Great styling with the staff. See what I was talking about, the styling. So that staff just added just give it another, because of the staff, that look is good.
Okay. What about her look?
So her look, I don't see the cohesion. I don't see the energy. I like that dress. That's a nice dress. That's a sculptural perfection. I like that dress a lot. But see how the dress flows. I wish it would flow into him. I don't know if that makes sense. Well,
so you're saying it's not cohesive because of the colors?
Yes, it's not because of the colors because of the colors.
Because of the colors.
But it's a nice dress. I won't lie.
It's a nice dress. So if you had to rate it, if you had to rate both of them together, so let me just do both of them together real quick.
Still my 2.
It's still 2? Still on the fence?
Hardly 2 for this.
Yeah? Okay. Nicholas?
Okay. So the thing with this look is both looks are nice individually. But now marrying them together as trad looks. Okay, so let me start with him. First of all, I feel like I remember this look from the pre-wedding, or I don't know if it's a completely different look.
I don't think it's the exact same.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean because it's black as well. Yeah.
I feel like the only thing that stands out to me from that look is the fact that he now has a brown stick here. And I'm wondering, why do you have a brown stick with a black fit? And the shoes, it's not because the walking stick just looks like an afterthought. It just looks like, oh, okay, we can't find any black walking sticks, so we found a brown one, so just use it.
Yeah.
Because there's no, maybe if the beads had a hint of the brown, or maybe the pendant, or maybe something else just makes the look a little more cohesive, okay, it was actually thought through. This walking stick is my biggest issue with this, because I feel like it looks like an afterthought. It looks like, okay, maybe they couldn't find a black
But you're
one.
Okay with his outfit, so it's just a stick that's throwing you off.
Yes.
What about her
I'm okay
outfit?
with this outfit for the trad.
Yeah.
Hers, it doesn't look like a trad look to me.
Okay.
It looks more like a reception dress, or a reception dress, after party dress.
Yeah.
The hair doesn't tell me that it's trad. I would expect to see some type of gele, or maybe just like she did for the maiden look for the pre-wedding with the coral beads on the hair. She had her hair out, but then you could see the coral beads, so that sort of infuses the whole trad element into it. But right now, and then why is she on the streets? I'm not sure why she's on the streets. Because I don't know. Why does he have backdrop and she has
Nicholas, please.
a bungalow? I'm not sure why. But she looks gorgeous. She looks so good. The lilac color, fantastic. But streets, no. And then it's not giving me trad.
It's not giving you trad.
Yeah.
So what was your rating for this one?
I'll still stick with my 2.
2, okay. All right, we're still on the fence. I was gonna give this a 2-star as well, guys. So same thing you said, Victor. Strong black and then lilac. There's no cohesion. It doesn't marry well together. It would have been nice to see them wear an outfit that had similar colors and stuff, especially when it's your trad look. And Nicholas, you're absolutely right. It actually doesn't read as a traditional outfit. To be fair, it does look like a second dress, or it could have been an easy pre-wedding look as well.
Right.
And it could be your after party look, but definitely not giving trad. And the hair is a bit, not messy per se, but then would I pair that hair with this dress? Maybe not. Maybe something else. Yeah, maybe something else.
To be honest, I actually don't mind the hair. Like I can live with the hair.
Because of the earrings. Because of the earrings, I can leave the hair.
I mean, for this look, if this was the reception look, I don't mind this.
Okay, yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So this is the trad reception look. Let's be clear.
But he's wearing agbada for the look. So
now you're upset with him, not her.
I mean, so that's the thing. I had to break down my issues with both of them.
Yeah, with both of them, yeah.
So if he was wearing
depends
maybe...
on the occasion, really.
Yeah, like if, okay, let's say reception, trad reception look.
Yes.
He shouldn't be wearing an agbada then. Maybe he should be wearing some sort of like, maybe like a shirt or like a suit or something so that it coordinates.
Yeah.
Because when you're styling a couple, like you're thinking, okay, what's the bride wearing? What's the groom wearing? So you have to make sure that when they stand together and when they are apart,
it looks great for pictures and stuff.
Yes,
yeah, true.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
They look like they're going to like two different events.
Yeah. Okay, Nicholas, I'm totally with you on that. I totally understand that. Right. So they did have a third look. So they're playing around with white and gold, I believe.
Thankfully.
Okay. All right. So, Victor, that deep sigh. I'm coming straight to you.
I don't know where to start.
I don't know where to start.
I don't know how to dissect this.
Just start from somewhere, please.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
How do you mean?
I don't see her dress. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
You don't understand
I wish they would take out, are those wings? I wish they would take that out. Are they sleeves? I'm confused. That's why I say I don't see it. I don't see what that's for.
Yeah.
I wish that wasn't there. I think I can see like feathers on that. Are those feathers or?
No, I don't think it's feathers. So they have like these like dropping.
Oh,
I don't know if I'll say it's like
tassels.
I don't know, tassels or something like that.
Wow, that would have looked good. If
without
that was, without that.
Okay.
I think they were trying to now bring the cohesion. That's why they put that in.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't put that. I wish they didn't do that. Or maybe it would have been another color, maybe gold. Maybe the same color as the head wrap.
What about his look?
His look is okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's not bad at all.
Yeah?
So
if you had to rate them together, well, now you're looking at them. So this is a more cohesive look compared to what we just looked at. So, but if you had to rate this look, what would you rate this?
I don't know where they even deserve it to with this look, but I'll just they can hold this. I know they can hold this for now.
Nicholas?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, let me start with him. He looks good. I don't know what the obsession is with black. I don't know, maybe...
Oh yeah, there's a touch of black and the beads as well.
Maybe,
right,
I mean, this white look could have been like an all-white look and it would have still been like really good. They could have infused like a completely different color. They could have used like red corals just to make it look, rich. I don't know what the obsession is with black, but let's just assume it's like his favorite color. So his look looks nice. I mean, compared to the other looks, it looks really... I mean, I like the infusion of the white as well. I mean, it's like a breath of like fresh air compared to like the other looks that we've seen. So him, I can live with. Her, so from like the waist down, gorgeous. I love the tassels on the side. I love the use of the white and gold. I think it looks really good. So I think the thing with this is, I feel I've seen this inspiration somewhere. So that's the thing when you just see like a reference and you just like copy verbatim. Although I don't think it was this color combination, they didn't do it. So so at least they changed the color or something. I don't think she needed the structure,
with the white thing.
I don't think she needed that because it just sort of like squares her. It doesn't look very flattering. Like if she had just that almost inverted triangle shape detail alone, I feel like that would, and she has skin illusion, so it's not like she's worried about showing like shoulders and all of that. So she has skin illusion with some detail. So if she had just the the triangle detail. I feel like that would have really looked different and nice. Maybe agreeing with Victor. Maybe if it was in gold, maybe I would not have been like as bothered about it. But then the white it
kind of draws you in.
That's all I can look at.
Yeah,
I'm not looking at any. That's sad thing because there's so many beautiful things on that dress. I want to see more of that thing in front, the triangle thing. I want to see how that forms, like her bust, how that comes together. But then that white structure is just
throws it off. So if you had to rate this, what would you rate this?
Because of him, he's the one holding this look. Although she looks good too. She looks good too. So he's okay. I'll just say 2.
2 as well? Okay. 2. I'm not even sure what to rate this, I'm looking at you guys and I'm laughing because I'm just like, I don't even know what to say, if I'm being honest. I feel like, so for all 3 looks, I feel like there's so many ideas coming to play and they're not exactly working together, if that makes sense. They're clashing in so many different ways. So you're right, I have seen this style before, but I don't know if it's the choice of fabric. I don't know if it's the tailoring of it, but something is definitely off. The white on the gold is throwing me off completely. So I wish they had just sort of like dialed back a bit on some of the elements for her dress, because she's absolutely stunning, and I don't think you need that much. I don't think you need to do that much with the outfit. So it's a bit all over the place. And then for his outfit, kind of looks like he's going to bed. The length of that, the
like
white
robe.
It looks like the robe you get when you go to a hotel. That's what it's giving me. I don't know, but it's giving me that, I'm in a fancy hotel about to get to bed and stuff. It doesn't look, I think, again, for guys, one of the ways you can make your look interesting as a guy is to incorporate structure and volume. So it gives you a bit of presence. Wiggle, it gives you a bit of presence. So when you have the stiffer kaftan look or whatever, it looks a bit better. This is very kind of like, it's either a robe or it's your bed sheets or whatever. I'm not sure what it's giving, but it's definitely giving nighttime. So, but I gave this a 2.
And it's white, which is the color of the
white,
pajamas.
so it doesn't help as well. And then it has some gold detailing. It really doesn't help, to be fair. So I gave this a 2, only because it's a cohesive look. If I look at it constructively, with the gold and the white, it does work. And then them standing together, they're both very good looking, so it also kind of helps. But there's a few things that I will definitely sort of take or edit from this look. So so that's that. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to The Wedding Police. If you just joined us today, we're taking a look at some of the top weddings for the first half of 2025. In the studio with me, I have Nicholas and Victor. Hey guys. Yes, and I'm your host, Vanessa, as always. So we did kick off with Steve Crown and his gorgeous wife, Ruth. So they got married in April. So we're taking a look at some of their pre-wedding looks and their trad looks. So let's quickly dive into their white wedding looks, okay? So guys, what do we think about this look? I think she had 2 looks for her white wedding. So this is the first one. So what do we think about this look?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
Yeah? Okay, we're back, Nicholas. So is that a 3 from you, maybe? Your first 3.
Okay. Yeah, but I feel like
Let me see it then.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm waiting. Let it get to the top.
Are you still taking it in?
We're still at the end, so let it get to the top.
Okay.
Let me be sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yes.
First 3.
Ooh, yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Details, yes. Yes.
Victor, same for you.
I like the back of that dress. Only the back of the dress is a 3.
Only the back is enough for you.
Only the back is a 3.
I think I'll give this.
I like the dress.
I mean, compared to all the other looks that I've seen, I think I'm loving what I've seen here.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a strong
I like the
3 for me.
volume.
And Jesus, the body on this lady.
Yeah.
My goodness. No wonder we started with the back.
I know, like it looks so
I'm just like,
good.
yo.
But the train too, the
train. I'm loving the volume.
It's so gorgeous.
It's strong.
Yes, it is. It definitely gives you some sort of presence, and you know that this is the bride.
It's a day.
Yeah,
it's a day for sure.
Yeah. So I think we all agree that that's the 3. So let's skip to the second look, right?
Okay.
All right. So let's take a look at the second wedding look for the white wedding. What do we think about this one?
I don't hate it,
but
I just feel like why? Like,
why what?
So what I'm looking at is, I feel like what's happening in the mid region is a little distracting for me. It feels like, I don't know if this is the best description, but it just feels like they use like chalk to like draw lines on her arms. Yeah, you know those traditional things that they do, like all those village things that they draw lines. That's what it looks from afar.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it looks like. I feel like, I mean, I get that they were trying to do like details and something different, but I don't know if this is necessary.
What about the back? Because we can see the heart-shaped thing in the back. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, I feel like if that was the only detail, it would have been nice.
So you're saying take out the sleeves and then have that interesting detail in the back, and you would have loved it better.
Yes.
Okay, but looking at it like this, what would you rate this?
I already gave her a 3. You
gave her a 3 for the previous dress, so now we're looking at a second dress. So is it still a 3 or?
I'll just give it
a 2. Okay, all right, that's fair. Victor.
So this is the wedding dress or the other one?
Sorry. They're both the white wedding dresses.
Okay.
Yes, she had 2 looks. Yeah, she had 2 looks.
Wow, it's a day. This dress, I love it.
Okay.
You can tell that this is a Nigerian bride.
I like the way Nicholas is looking at you. It's like, I'm sorry, what?
You can tell that this is a Nigerian. I like how this is very creative. I like how it's like he said chalk. He can tell because it's visual. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's very captivating. Then the back of the dress, oh my God. I love this dress. I love it.
So you're rating this a 3 as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rate this 3 too.
Okay, Victor. So I'm rating this, I would rate this a 2. I think I kind of agree with you with the sleeves. Remember, initially I had spoken about like when there's so many different ideas coming to play, and I feel like this is another example of like there's a lot going on. I really, really love the detail in the back. I haven't seen that before, so that's very interesting. Yeah. And it was done very well. It could have easily been tacky, but it was done very well. So that's a cute, when you turn your back and then, but I feel like the sleeves with the top parts of the dress, with the train, I feel like that's a lot. I feel like you're throwing too much at me and then I'm not loving it as much. So I'm with Nicholas on this one. If those sleeves were taking out and then just leave that detailing in the back and then have whatever is like the one just dropping off the shoulder.
Yes,
I think that would have been a much cleaner look.
Yes. What's going on around the bust area?
A lot.
Okay. Now
I mean, look at
now. Okay. Maybe
now you see.
Now I'm seeing
like, now you see what we're saying, right?
This bust area. No, I can't be giving my 3 like that. No, come on. I'm not.
So he gave it a 3. He gave it a 3.
You're just wasting your time.
Okay, now I'm seeing the bust. Is that it looks like a mustache, like.
Yeah, there's just a lot of detailing in this dress.
It was too many ideas. It just didn't look. And the thing my least favorite thing on this dress is that detail on the sleeve. It didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
And then the chest area, like what's happening? That thing on the detail on the hip, gorgeous. If that was the only thing, yeah. But then the sleeve, it now makes it look like
it's taking the attention or what?
The visual image I'm getting is not something I want to focus on. It's not nice.
I like it. It's being creative. For real, I'm not going to.
Nicholas is very upset with this particular look. Before we take a break, let's go through his look. So we forgot the groom, guys. So let's take a look at his look. This is nice. I like this, but I'm going to let you guys speak first. But I like his look. So, but what do we think? Are we loving this or not?
I mean, I already gave her a 3 on this look, so it's fine. The photographer should have seen that his tie was crooked.
Okay.
The suits, it looks pretty well done. I mean, nothing exceptional, nothing we haven't seen before.
Okay.
So, yeah, it looks good. All white, black again. Yeah, good. I don't want to think so much about it. Good. 3. I stay on course.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Victor.
Yeah, sure, I'll do the same thing. He looks really good.
Yeah.
God bless their home. I like the closeness and the fusion from the outfits. I like it. It's strong. So I like what he's putting in. Nice. We've already rated his. We've already rated hers. So he looks good. He looks really good. So yeah, 3-2.
Yeah, I think I'll give this a 3. I like what I'm seeing here. Again, like I said, they look really good together as a couple. They complement each other. And I think that the outfits, it's nice to see. Usually we see guys do the white blazer with black pants. So now I'm seeing like an all white look and then the black bow tie. And I actually quite like it, to be fair. It looks really good. And I like the addition of the sunglasses as well.
Yeah.
Just makes it more interesting. So yeah, kudos to them for this particular look. This is a 3 from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Awesome. Now we can take a break. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to take a look at some of the other couples from the top first half of 2025. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.